as the volume turns. As the volume turns, starring Richard Lee, Tin Man Graham, Jerry the bass player, Ricky Gold, the Cracker, JT Tinfoil, and our wonderful mascot Cupid.
Howdy, folks. Tin Man. Hope you're having a good day. And, I ran across a question the other day. Somebody asked me, says, what's the deal with the hat? And I like it. It's a good hat. And this is not the original hat. The original hat I got. Okay, let's set the scene. It was 1985, 86, somewhere in there. And I was working at the street church. I was kind of an evangelist, writer. I played guitar, and this street church was the place for me, because I had my long trench coat on, which, became part of my signature look along with the hat. And the hat was the result of one day I was probably on the stage or something. I don't know what I was doing, playing guitar or keyboards or checking mics or who knows what. But up to me, the pastor, with this look of terror on his face that I'd never seen before. And he's like, Jerry, I need your help. He says, this woman is in my office and she wants to become a Christian. And, well, what's the problem with that? Well, she's a hooker, and Cookie's not here now, and I don't want to be alone in the office with her. So, he pawned her off on me, and she and I were the same age, and we got along great, and we were really practically the only two white people there. I mean, for a long time I was the only white guy. They had a nickname for me. The kids there, they called me Zeppelin, because I had long hair and a beard and all that craziness. And anyway, getting back to the story. Now, one day I somehow wound up at her apartment. She was taking me somewhere, or she needed some, I don't remember. But anyway, I remember her being in her apartment, and she was having a going out of business sale. Seriously, she was getting out of the street lights, so she had all of this, these nightgowns and all sorts of, we'll just say, stuff for sale. And she had a bunch of hats, and I seen, one of them, and it was one of those black leather, hats, and I'm not into black leather like that, but I seen this hat. It was a brown suede hat, just like this. And she said, well, try that on. And I never wore hats before because my head's small, I used to tell people I have a small head, but it's dense. But anyway, I put the hat on, and it was like made for me. And she looked at me and she's like, it's yours. And that's the story of my hat. And there are other stories about lovely Rita that I will talk about in future episodes. So I'm drinking scotch and coffee. That's my favorite. grab your favorite beverage and catch you later. Well, I personally think Tin Man's punishing me. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it could be a number of things, but what's with the gloves, dude? Because I don't want to damage my fingers. I'm a guitar player. I may be a rhythm player, and you may be the lead player, but I need my fingers too. And yeah. Well, okay. Well, I can't get this back on. I'm just going to have to suffer for my art. And if my art suffers, yeah, it's your fault, okay? Why is it my fault, man? I don't know why it's your fault. It's just gotta be somebody's fault, and it's not mine. You know? I seen your sister the other day. Yeah. I think she came up here to drop something off. I can't remember. I think it was that Monday night, Remember the show? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that show. Yeah. No, I didn't say anything to her or anything. I was just gonna acknowledge that I have seen her in the vicinity. I mean, I never see her up here. Ricky, don't tell me that you're making more dishes. I'm just getting a Dr. Pepper, dude. Okay. A can of Dr. Pepper is fine. We got some rum over there. Oh, rum and pepper sounds good. Well, after a hard day's work of washing dishes and playing rhythm to your leads, well, I'm exhausted. Yeah. Well, make me one. 2 rum and peppers coming up. Works every time. Okay, that's our show. Have a good one. I've turned all these knobs and none of them work. We need a new refrigerator. You are a weird guy, you know that. This is Jerry the Announcer, foiled again. And here's your host, JT Tinfoil. Hey, this is the Foil. Welcome to Foiled Again. This is my show. And I have Jerry over there as the announcer. How you doing, Jerry? What's the good word? I'm glad we're not on primetime television. So, Ricky, how you doing? Yeah, I'm glad to be here, dude. So, Ricky, have you been keeping busy? Yeah, well, Cracker and I have been working. No comment. No comment. That was a test, yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about anything but legalized freedom. No, I'm not talking about anything but legalized freedom. Well, on with the show. Now, for this next number, I'm going to have a little help from a dear friend of ours. And this is kind of an educational little thing. And this is the Cracker who's going to teach us about the Bill of Rights. Okay, roll it. This is the United States Constitution. This makes America, America. And I'm going to fill you in on a couple things about this here document. And for that, I got to shift the camera, and I'm going to just do it myself with this here tripod. I'm going to just turn it a little bit and play with the little thingy. And okay, there we go. That's pretty dang good. That is, if you can say it, it says the Bill of Rights. There. Okay, we got amendment number 1. I have the right to piss you off. You do not have a right to be offended. Got it? Now, we got number 2. And that is a well-regulated militia being necessary for security of free state and the right to the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I want to talk about shall not be infringed. Every time the government comes to take my gun, it says there, no. And it don't say, it shall not be infringed except for AK-14s. Whatever the it says shall not be infringed. Gun control is against the Constitution. I don't care what you think. That's it. Now, number 3, we don't have such a problem with anymore because, well, we got military bases and soldiers sleep there, and they're not allowed to sleep in your house unless you want them there. And I've heard there's several women out there that like having soldiers in their house, but we ain't going there. Anyway, now we get to number 4. Now here in California, this ain't such a big deal, but many years ago, well, let's just say this one has to do with no, the cops can't look under your couch. And everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. And now, 5th Amendment. That basically you have the right to remain silent. Sort of. You can't. If they know you did it and they know you did it, they can't tell you to confess that you did it. They gotta go the hard way and find out how you did it and prove it to the judge. Ain't your job. That's their job. Bastards. Anyway, and there's, there's a number of others, and he's giving me this time signal. He's all picky about that frickin' clock. I don't give a crap. I mean, I'd talk all day if I want. Okay. Anyway, that's the Bill of Rights. In a nutshell. Take it away, Foyle. That's funny. Have you heard 420 yet? It's a killer song. I love 420, man. I listen to it once a day, at least. Freedom of religion speech in the press. Ain't gonna talk about the press because, quite frankly, they're depressing. Ha ha ha. Okay. Wow. 100. I'm 102 subscribers, and I thank each and every one of you. Double thank everybody who's checked out the show, and a triple dipple thanks to everybody who watches the show. And if you're new and you're asking what the hell show is he talking about, well, this is a short story about how everything became what it is today. I've been a musician all my life, and for the last 20 years, I lived with the most wonderful woman, and I lost her in November. And so I had to start a new life. And I was feeling down. And I put on one of my old albums that I'd recorded. And I recorded them in the last 20 years. And she was a big inspiration for that. And she kept me going, and put up with my madness for 20 years while I recorded this stuff. And I never really thought about it. I just wanted to put it on tape. Or, well, it's actually digital. Everything's digital. I was down, and I thought, and I was listening to my first album, Rust in Pain, and it starts with Judy's song. And, that song gets me every time because it was the first thing I wrote when I met her. And, well, then I kept listening to the album, and I got to Dryness of My Soul, a song I've never understood because I didn't write it, and a friend of mine, my music partner at the time, wrote it. And now I've come to realize that that's a song about me and my life and where I was. And it helped bring about the evolution of the idea of a TV show. That's kind of complicated. Okay. It has been quite a journey, quite a ride. I've always had a vision of performing my songs since I recorded everything, and I played the bass, and I played the harmonica, and I played the keyboards and guitars and everything else, and I sang all the backups and the leads, and well, I basically did everything. And so I have these CDs of me playing everything, and I've always had the vision of being on stage and playing everything. Well, one thing led to another while I was figuring out how to do that. I figured out how to do that, and it started this channel, and it started the show As the Volume Turns, and it stars the members of my band, which I play the parts of everybody because I am everybody, and everybody is me in a way. You know, they all have unique parts of my personality that I've woven into the show. So a lot of the stuff you see are actual conversations I've had over the years, and just my craziness, you know. I'm going to have to try to figure out how to edit this so I have a show that's understandable. Anyway, I have 100 subscribers on YouTube. I thank every one of them. And for everybody who's watched as the volume turns, I thank you. And if you're a regular, I triple thank you. And I have more coming. And I never run out of ideas, and I have stuff that just happens, and I use everything I can use. And it's a show about me, my music, and my band, which is all the same thing. So, enjoy the show. Enjoy the wonderful adventures of Ricky and Jerry and Foyle and Cracker and me, the Tin Man. And it's been quite a ride, quite a journey. And I thank everybody. And I especially thank my wonderful partner who I lost in November. Without her, I would have never been able to record these songs. I've got like 10 albums. Literally have 10 albums of unpublished material. Well, I've got 2 of them published, and the third is on its way, and that's quite an album. I'll just say, you know, it deals with the lost years of the 90s. Nope. So, Ricky, you're originally from Southern California. Dude, you know, I've always lived in Cali. Well, there's a lot of good music come from SoCal, you know. I mean, besides the Beach Boys, and of course, you know, and the general surf music. Jackson Brown and James Taylor, you know, yeah, and the Eagles. You know about the Eagles, right, Ricky? Oh, I love the Eagles. You know, I've always thought I'd like to go to Tequila, Mexico, just to see the sunrise. No, Ricky. Tequila is not a town in Mexico. No. Bartender, give this boy a proper tequila sunrise. Yes, and fix it in his fancy mug, if you would. One tequila sunrise coming up. Hey, one tequila sunrise. Thank you. I'm gonna try it. That's good. I'll have another one if you can make another one. From now on, I'm gonna call you the new kid in town. And I can't tell you why. That's a twofer. One more tequila sunrise coming up. Hey, thanks for the drink. Wait a minute. Didn't you have... Hey, Ricky, you getting that peaceful, easy feeling? I'll have 3 more. Okay. I think you need to slow down. You okay? Now that wasn't... Never mind. Ricky, you can't trust your lying eyes. Hey, Ricky, you don't look so good. Yeah, but I feel fine. Well, there's gonna be a heartache tonight. See you at Bitter Creek. I think you're gonna wake up in Hotel California. What about that witchy woman? How about life's been good? That's not the Eagles, dude. That's Joe Walsh. Well, he's in the Eagles. What's the difference? Still a good song. I'm gonna get it in the cut. I guess he's just gonna dream of wasted time. Well, night and night, Desperado.
Big black lamb. I us t-shirts, keep signs on our dress. Do you remember? Oh, behind Nelson Falls, right by the riverside, going down to find a place to hide. Ain't love in the whirlpool, ain't love in the whirlpool, ain't love in the whirlpool, down behind Nelson Falls. Used to take our guitars by the shore. We rock while the river would roll. Sometimes after a hard day in the hayfield, you know, we'd just sit in the falls, let it pour. Do you remember? Go behind Nelson Falls, out by the riverside, going down to find a place to hide. Made love in the whirlpool, we were. Made love in the whirlpool, we were. Made love in the whirlpool, down behind Nelson Falls. Do you remember? The whirlpool behind Nelson Falls, out by the riverside, going down to find a place to hide. Made love in the whirlpool, we were. Made love in the whirlpool, you know. I used to think I was so damn cool, so glad that I could school. Made love in the whirlpool, yeah. Made love in the whirlpool, down behind Nelson Falls. Down behind. I said down behind. I said down behind. Down behind. Nelson Falls.
Yeah, Jerry. I'm back here at the lights again, and I don't know. You know, I'm playing 3 lights, 4 lights. There are 4 lights. There are 4 lights. There are 5 lights. Anyway, somebody ought to write a song about that. Anyway. Well, listen, I'm hiding in a closet so I can talk to you. What is the news? As you probably figured, the Legalized Freedom Tour is canceled. No Legalized Freedom Tour. How are we supposed to promote this album? Oh, hell. Oh, Ricky wanted to ask you about something. Well, it has to pertain to Vicky called Ricky.
She told Ricky.
Yeah. And Vicky told Ricky that Vicky's new boyfriend is stuck at the mansion with her.
Wait a minute. That can't be right. It's me, Mr. Gold, Mrs. Gold, Vicky, 3 maids, 2 cooks. And I think I seen a gardener out there. It could have been a homeless guy for all I know.
Ricky's question is, have you met him and what do you think of him?
Oh, no. She's not referring to me.
Okay, here's Ricky then. Yeah, Jerry, how's it going, dude?
We have a weird situation here.
Hey, have you met Vicky's boyfriend?
Well, yeah. No. You know, I think she can do better.
Actually, dude, if you wanted to, you could ask her out, man.
No, I'll think about it.
Okay. Later, dude.
Okay. Later. You hapless dipshit. Yeah, well, apparently you're dating his sister. Dumbass.
The Legalized Freedom Tour. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, I think she'd like you, man.
Gold Mansion. Shit. I'm still only in Gold Mansion. I can't wait to get back to Half Deaf Records. I'm still in Gold Mansion. I would give anything to be back at Half Deaf Records. When I was on tour, I wanted to be at the studio. When I was at the studio, I wanted to be on tour. The tour is canceled. Every day that I stay in this mansion, every day I stay in this mansion, I get weaker. And she's out in the jungle, sitting on her hope chest, getting stronger. I still wake up thinking I'm at Half Deaf Records.
I need a tour. I need a mission. There's no escape. I'm trapped. I have no purpose. There's only one thing left for me to do. We both know she's thinking long term. I must train in my own way. Yes. I could be heading to a fate worse than death while she's out there. Every day I stay in this mansion, I get weaker. And she's out in the jungle, sitting on her hope chest, getting stronger. I need a tour. I need a mission.
Step away from the ledge.
On this side alone, tilting on the
Torture myself. Visions of you. The last thing that I need to do. Telling myself what I feel is not real. Last thing that I need to do. And I won't fall in love with you. No, I won't fall in love with you. No, no, I wake up in sweet dreams. I never get my mind is all on you.
I'm still at Gold Mansion. Shit. This has gone on longer than I anticipated. Kind of like your relationship with Ricky's sister. I just wanted to play. Calling again. Oh, I love that part. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. I can't wait to tell the guys.
Perfect timing, perfect timing.
No, don't
Why
tell
was that so
anybody. It's
hard?
Ricky's sister.
Ricky's sister. Well, since he's not here.
As you can tell, we've had to change venues tonight because, well, the guys are practicing in there, and I knew it was time to get out of there for a while. And I thought, well, I'm kind of running behind schedule on my show, so squirrel, huh? Seriously, a squirrel just went by. You can't plan for these things. I like to do things spontaneous and a little crazy. So I thought I'd just come out here in the parking lot and do the show from here. I've been doing some weird, stupid things with my phone, and I've made some memes, and while we're here, I've got a couple. I can't show you that. Oh well, I've got this one. You see, I don't know if you can see that from there, but okay. Well, that's the volume turning. Oh, I did a couple weird things with guitars. Where's the one? Okay, here's one. If my two basses had a baby. Anyway, well, that's one. And I did that again, but I go up top and it doesn't do that. Now, what's this one? Well, there's that. I don't know how that's working, but, that's things I've been... Oh, I did a little one for Cupid. I don't know if you can see that. Huh? My buddy. I did another one. Let's do that one, too. Where's the Cupid clip? No, don't roll Cupid clip. I'm still running the show. Running it into the ground, maybe, but it's my show. I can do what I want. Anyway, I can't find it. Oh. I got this one, Jerry, I did. Huh. Okay. Actually, I did them for all the guys, but I'm not going to go through them all right now. I got one for Legalized Freedom. Coming to a Facebook near you, I'm sure.
Tune in next time for another exciting episode
As the volume turns.
Turn it up. Hey, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you would, hit that little bell thingy and just make my day. Catch you later. What's that?
Well, what do we have here? There's a blended Scotch whiskey and a note. It says, Jerry, for your inconvenience, drink me. Well, hell, don't mind if I do. This is my kind of opening. Well, I'm gonna put that on the floor. I know that's where everything's gonna end up. He even gave me the ice. thank him for the drink. Okay. Slice, and I missed. Wait, there it is. It all becomes good. Now where's that little frickin' green phone? There it is. Contact. Arlie Gold. Mr. Gold. Yeah, this is Jerry, the bass player. Yeah, I got your gift, and I did what the letter said, and I drank it, and I wanted to thank you for the gift. Well, while I'm thinking about it, I do have a couple things on my mind. One, I don't understand why I can't go to the fucking studio. That's where I belong. And hell, while we're speaking about the studio, I want to tell you something. I understand canceling the tour. Okay, I don't like it, but I should be at the studio recording. I've got songs, they've got songs, we all got fucking songs, and we can't fucking say nothing because you're being a dick and telling us we can't say anything about the next album, and we can't be in the recording studio with cameras, which is a bitch, because I would really like to see some of that footage, and I think the people would too if you get your head out of your ass. Yeah. And get me the hell out of here. You have a nice day, sir. Dude, I just told my boss to fuck off. Ain't the first time. Hello, friend. Are you feeling down? Has the world got you spinning? Are you all tied up in knots inside? Are you looking for relief? Well, buddy, I got it, because we're making America funny again. This is your host of The Classic Show. As the volume turns, it's the story of a man named Tin Man who lives with these odd characters that are part of his band. We have Jerry the bass player, we have Ricky Gold, we have the Cracker, and we have JT Tinfoil. He's the clown of the group. Never take anything he says seriously. On the other hand, you don't have to worry about that with Ricky, because he never says anything serious. The one that you have to really kind of worry about is, kind of frankly, is Cracker, because you kind of think he's kidding when he's serious. Yeah, you know, he's a colorful guy, but he's a close and dear friend. And and once in a while, the owner of the company comes by, Richard Gold, and he operates this place. You know, this is not a bar. This is a music studio. We just happened to shoot at the bar tonight. And well, that's all I wanted to say. You know, if you're looking for a little humor, I think you found your place. And I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna, I don't know, sing me a little song. Hey, hey, I'm the Monkees. The fact that you have a comforting voice. Well, I don't know anything about that, but I do know that I am bringing America funny again. Yes, I'm making America funny again. I screwed that up. I knew I would. Okay. Well, yeah. You talked to Jerry, and Jerry called you, and Jerry got drunk, and he unloaded on Mr. Gold. Oh. Okay. So I guess I'm gonna expect a call from Mr. Gold. Yes, I shall prepare. Thanks for the heads up. Later. Oh boy. Apparently, Jerry told Mr. Gold to fuck off. Mr. Gold, I've been expecting your call. Boyle has told me that Jerry called him this morning, and he's very hungover, and he's very sorry for what he said.
Well, I don't know if I'm quick to forgive.
Well, see, you realize the pressure he's under, you know? You got him up in the mansion, which is something we need to talk about. He has to be here.
Okay, I'm gonna say no. He can do his bass part from up there at the mansion.
No. He's got to be here. We are writing right now because we have nothing else to do. And
Well,
I need Jerry's input.
what's it going to take for him to understand what I go through? He's under pressure. I'm under pressure to produce an album.
Well,
Do you think this might be a good way to teach him a lesson?
No, because see, that's the thing. This is, how do I put this? We know we're producing an album, and we know how we do it, and that doesn't work. And while we're on the subject of producing the album, why can't we have cameras in the studio while we're playing? And why don't we do something like, since we're stuck here at the studio, that we can show people how we're recording?
We have such a motley crew. Do you think people really want to see behind the scenes? And
Especially, yeah. You should hear the comments I get about Cracker on the show, and Ricky. I mean,
Well, at this point, I have no choice. I think I'm outnumbered. So what is it going to take to get him out of the house or out of the mansion? Since there's this virus going on that we can't.
Well, let me tell you something. All I have to do is say one word to Jerry. He will figure out how to get here.
Let's do it, but don't tell him I'm behind it. Let him know that I'm not behind it.
Okay, that's a great idea. But
Tune in next time for another exciting episode of
As the volume turns.
Turn It Up. Hey, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. And if you would, hit that little bell thingy and just take on to get your fingers. What's that?
I've been expecting your call.
And I take it this was Jerry.
No, I'm Tin Man. We're talking about Jerry.
Okay, I can't get the characters together. This is not a shitty day.
That's okay. I can cut that.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so you're Tin Man. Okay.
Yeah. This is Jerry the announcer, foiled again.
And here's your host, Foil.
This is the foil. I'm outside. That my car radio hates me.
Oh,
Well, you know, the other day I told you how I got in the car and turned on the engine and the last two bars of Stairway to Heaven played.
correct.
And then I left and went back from the grocery store, got in the car, turned the key, the last two bars of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Right.
Yesterday, or no, on my way to work today, turn on my key. This time it plays the last 10 bars of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Really?
Yeah. So it gave me a little bit, and then I got to the cigarette store, and just about ready to turn the key off, and they start playing Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix, and I have to shut the car off. I don't know if it's the radio station but somebody doesn't like me.
I probably would have sat there and listened to the damn thing.
I thought so too, but I was on my way to work and I wasn't sure how long this was gonna take, and I'm back. Actually, I'm in the middle of something really important here. I have a new radio story.
Right.
So I took the trip down there today, and I get on the 5, and it's one of those epic trips because the music is really good, and I don't know if you'll understand this, but while I was driving down the 5, a Mongol passed me on his motorcycle.
I'm not sure what a Mongol is.
Okay, the Mongols are the other Hell's Angels.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They are the rivals of Hell's Angels.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, there's this, and it says Mongols, California. You know, he's got the tri-patch and everything. And I thought that was cool. And then the DJ's like, well, I'm about out of here, and coming up next is the band, Buffalo Springfield, Janis Joplin, Muddy Waters, and Amy Chen. And I'm driving down the road, and I'm like, ooh, that's a great set to come down to the store. So anyway, and I'm driving down the road. I said, "That's really great, but I don't know who Mimi Chin is. What song does she play?"
Yeah.
And I'm driving, and I'm getting almost to the exit, and it just a flash comes to me. The answer to who is Amy Chin and what record does she play? The answer is simple. She plays all of them. She's the next DJ coming, and I completely fucking forgot her name.
Oh, okay.
And it's so funny because she was one of them on the originals on the sound.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's the one that does the Sundays with the flower. She's the flower child. And all the songs she plays, all these stuff, flower child songs. But
Interesting. This sensation. I mean, I played Janis Joplin. I
Yeah.
hated Janis Joplin with a passion. I just never liked her stuff.
really, okay, we're gonna have
Think
to.
about it, even as a kid, it made me just cringe. I don't know why.
Oh man, you guys heard that? I did not say that. I actually love the Pearl, and I don't care. He likes Barry Manilow, for Christ's sakes.
I listen to him even as we speak on my car stereo.
See that that's what I'm talking about, and so so right there, that's gold. But I can't look you in the face right now. I'm turning you're not on camera, so.
Our musical taste could not be more opposite.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah. So
It's weird like that. It's like,
it is.
like I remember back in Texas, you used to tell me, your friends, we'd be walking together at the mall somewhere, and you said you'd come back to me later and said, I just seen my friends, and they're like, how do you hang up with him? And I said, you know what? I just seen my friends who seen us at the mall, and they like, how do you hang out with him?
Yeah, I know.
Because what we looked like is, you were the lawyer and I was the defendant. Okay, since you're all together, let me sit right here. Are you comfortable, Ricky? Oh, okay. I drifted off. What was that? Okay, just checking. No, I can sit on the edge. Don't mind me. Okay. As you know, I have been on the phone with Mr. Gold. Is Jerry fired? We looking for a new bass player. No, Jerry's still in the band. Okay? He didn't fire Jerry. I didn't fire Jerry. Nobody fires Jerry. Well, then where's Jerry? I don't know where Jerry is. Everybody keeps asking me, where's Jerry? I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to show up within a day or two. 2 or 3 days. Okay. Now, we all know why we're having this meeting. Yeah, Jerry told Mr. Gold to fuck himself. Yeah, Jerry told Mr. Gold to fuck himself. Yes, Ricky. Jerry told Mr. Gold, your father, to fuck himself. Jerry told my dad to fuck off? Oh, man. Well, we have smoothed that over. And Mr. Gold realizes what stress we're under. And he's willing to give us a few concessions. Okay, from now on, we are allowed to talk about, don't talk about the title yet, Ricky, but you can talk about the album, the new one. Yes. Yeah, okay. We can talk about it, and number two, and Foyle, you're going to like this. He has agreed, Mr. Gold has agreed to let us start shooting in the recording studio. Oh, cool. And the vocal booth and every place else. Yes. Oh, that's cool. So we're basically able to shoot everything in the entire building. He's letting us just have at it. So, you know, not everything's gonna be in here by the wall and the bar, and we're gonna stretch things out and see what we can come up with. Well, shoot anything but my wiener. Okay. Whoa, what was that? Oh, I bet you that's...
Tune in next time for another exciting episode of
As the volume turns.
Turn It Up. Hey, remember to hit that like button and subscribe, and if you would, hit that little bell thingy and just make my day. Catch you later. What's that?
Okay, not one word about the album name. Project X, man. You know, like the old commercials. This is Project X, dude. Anyway. Hey. I've been in the house too long, I'm telling you. I need to hunt something. I can't even get, a two-legged critter anymore. Ooh, sounds fun.